In Afghanistan, a group of army convoys moves through a harsh and dusty road to help people stranded ahead. The situation is tense and tiring. One soldier steps out of a vehicle, frustrated, and curses loudly about the trouble. Another soldier reacts angrily, and soon the two begin to fight. It looks serious at first, but quickly it becomes clear that they are brothers. The anger fades, and they calm down. The older brother focuses on fixing the issue with the convoy while the younger one watches him. As they work, the younger brother brings up an important topic. He talks about applying for the Ranger Assessment and Selection Program, one of the toughest military selections. The older brother is not interested. He believes it is too difficult and risky. He tells his younger brother that he can go ahead alone if he wants. This hurts the younger one because he always dreamed of doing it together. Seeing his brother upset, the older one finally agrees. Soon after, while returning, everything changes. A sudden missile attack hits one of the convoys. Explosions tear through the area. Chaos spreads everywhere. Vehicles burn and soldiers fall. The older brother regains consciousness and finds himself alone. He searches desperately and finally finds his younger brother badly injured. He tries to help him, but the situation is hopeless. His brother slowly dies in front of him. The older brother suddenly wakes up. He is on a bus. It has been 2 years since that incident. He is now quiet, distant, and emotionally broken. He takes antidepressant pills regularly. The bus carries him and other soldiers toward the Ranger Selection Center. At the center, all candidates are lined up and assigned numbers. The older brother is given the number 81. The trainers notice that he has been medically rejected 4 times before. Despite that, he is allowed to stay and is even asked to be a leader. He refuses the role. The main instructor, Sergeant Torres, addresses the group. He explains that the training will last 8 weeks and will be extremely difficult. Many will fail. Only a few will reach the final stage, which includes a brutal 24-hour mission called the Death March. Training begins immediately. The candidates push themselves to their limits. After each phase, some are eliminated. Number 81 performs well physically, but remains distant from others. He eats alone and avoids conversations. Other candidates begin to notice him. They learn that he is a decorated soldier who once received a high honor for bravery. He was the only survivor of a deadly mission and carried his injured brother for miles. This information spreads, and people start looking at him differently. Despite his strength, 81 struggles mentally. He has nightmares about the past. He takes pills at night and avoids forming connections. One soldier, known as 7, begins observing him closely. As the weeks pass, the training becomes even harder. Many more candidates are eliminated. In one task, they must walk underwater while carrying heavy weights. Almost everyone gives up. 81 pushes himself but collapses at the last moment. He is pulled out and revived. The instructors decide that he is a risk. They call him in and tell him to resign voluntarily. They say his physical ability is not the issue, but his mental state is unstable. He refuses to quit. The final phase approaches. Only a few candidates remain. They are given a simulated mission. They must locate a crashed aircraft, rescue a pilot, and return within 24 hours. This time, 81 is forced to lead the team. They are flown to a remote location. The mission begins. 81 struggles to motivate the team, but 7 supports him. They move through mountains and forests, heading toward the target. Strange things begin to happen. Their equipment malfunctions. The compass stops working. Communication devices fail. They hear unusual sounds, but assume it is part of the training. They find the crash site and prepare to enter. Suddenly, the aircraft begins to change. It transforms into a massive machine. It scans the soldiers and attacks instantly. One soldier is killed immediately. The team panics and runs. The machine chases them through the jungle, firing powerful weapons. Explosions and destruction follow. Several soldiers are injured or killed during the escape. They fall into a deep pit while trying to escape. The situation becomes worse. One soldier is fatally wounded. 7 is badly injured. 81 takes charge and tries to save as many as possible. The machine continues hunting them. It tracks their movements and attacks without warning. The group struggles to survive. They attempt to communicate with the base, but fail. Realizing the danger, 81 leads them through difficult terrain. They cross forests, rivers, and cliffs. The team becomes smaller as more soldiers die. At one point, they try to cross a strong river using ropes. The machine attacks again, killing more soldiers. The survivors barely escape. Eventually, they reach a destroyed base. It becomes clear that this is not a training exercise. The machines are real and have already attacked multiple locations. 81 discovers a damaged tank. He decides to repair it and use it to escape. Some of the remaining soldiers argue, but they have no other choice. They manage to start the tank and move forward. The machine returns and attacks again. A heavy battle begins. They fire everything they have, but the machine is nearly indestructible. One by one, the remaining soldiers are killed. The tank is destroyed. Only 81 survives. He is injured but determined. He finds 7 still alive and tries to save him. They hide as the machine scans the area. 81 realizes that the machine has a weakness. It releases heat through a vent. He makes a plan. He finds an old factory nearby and sets a trap using explosives and heavy machinery. He lures the machine inside. The trap works partially. The machine is damaged but still active. 81 uses a bulldozer to push it into position. He triggers falling rocks to block the vent. The machine begins to overheat. It loses control and finally explodes. The threat is neutralized. The explosion causes further destruction, and 81 barely escapes. The next morning, he carries 7 to safety. They reach a military base where medics take over. The area is in chaos. News spreads that similar machines have appeared across the world. A senior officer meets 81 and asks how he destroyed the machine. He explains the weakness. This information becomes critical. The officer then gives him the Ranger badge. He says that 81 has proven himself. In the end, 81 stands before a group of soldiers. He gives a speech about survival, strength, and not giving up. The soldiers prepare for a much bigger war. The world is now facing an unknown enemy, and the fight has just begun. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.